Hello and welcome back to another episode of XCOM2 War of the Chosen. My name is Syken and today we're going to dive into the world of masochism as I continue the Royal Rumble campaign, where you watch me getting beaten up into a bloody pile. And that has already happened for 71 episodes, plus you are still watching it, which is great. It's, I think, the most successful campaign in terms of just entertainment and engagement that the channel had so far, and I hope that we're continuing with that, as today we might be again beating up the aliens a bit. There is quite a bit of bio stuff in here: bio trooper, bio zerker, bio viper, bio bleeder, gatekeeper, which is interesting. It's a new one for us. Perch Elite, Sniper, Archon, Sentinel, Biomech Trooper, and more Assault Bio Troopers. So very bio theme. I can already tell you Russ has no place in this group. No offense to you, Russ. But we're going to get Shadow because we need the one-shot kill for the ruler that is there. I think the equipment actually worked out incredibly well the last time. No need to change that. We didn't have a lot of non-bio troops, I think, short of the... Oh yeah, we had a Gatekeeper. Okay, we had a Gatekeeper, which justifies why Sonar would take blue screen rounds. We have 2 times blue screen rounds and 2 times Viper rounds. So yeah, that is really it. Let's jump right into the mix. Alright, let's deploy and begin this beautiful mission. Good, time to land. I am looking forward for some more bio carnage. These guys are like a good snack in between. They aren't too difficult for once, and it gives us the chance to focus on the actual main protagonist of this particular run, which hopefully is going to be the ruler. We're going to use Shadow in order to explore the Shadow.
An alien patrol.
Biomech Trooper. Okay, cool. Like what I'm seeing. We do have high ground over here, which naturally both Euler and Dilly G are drawn to.
Good to go.
Hawkbite, on the other hand, is drawn to action, so he will go into the fray, into the melee range. Grell is supporting on mid-side, and Sonar has run gun, so I can always rush him up as and when needed. Okay, cool. Feral Hive activity. Are we in for a treat? Is this going to be the mother of all chrysalids? Is it happening?
Says I am to obey. The patrol is upwind.
It is happening. I saw a big chrysalid. Okay, and there's a turret there. Don't want to mess with the turret.
I am at your service.
Chrysalid Hive Queen. It is big. Boy, it looks nasty. So apparently the mech is still out there, and maybe also one more of the prints. Look at the model design. That is great. This looks almost like a wasp/bee stinger, but it's larger and more nasty. And then the extended spikes here. That's really well done. Also the twitching. Gosh, it's a threatening model. And if you look at it, it hasn't really made much changes to the normal Chrysalid, but it's well integrated, very lore appropriate or lore friendly. Yeah.
Stepping off.
I need to appreciate sometimes the modders' work, because I definitely know just how much work it takes in order to get this going. And yeah, so when something is done so incredibly well, then of course I'm keen to showcase it and give props where props are due. Yeah, we're just going to take the high ground over here.
Onward.
Hogbite moves up.
Solid copy.
Sona also moves up. Big fat cover for both of them.
Heading out.
This would very much poke the hornet's nest. And we're not going to do it this turn, but there's a good chance that we're going to do it actually within the next turn. Well, I can tell you, Advent, you're effed, because you shouldn't have triggered the Chrysalid Queen. I'm actually going to enjoy just watching how this is playing out. Yeah, she's potentially going to lose against all of these guys. Just too many enemies at once. But we're going to see about it. No judgments yet. There's a Gatekeeper Prime. Ugh. The Gatekeeper Prime is one of the hardest enemies ever.
The cavalry's here.
Okay, well. We are no longer just standing by. We are part of the mix.
Enemies moving in our position.
Who's keeping score?
Yeah, and Grell shows why an Overwatch spec'd specialist is actually quite good. Okay, we've entered officially the territory of everything needs to explode.
Placing the weapon.
Okay, this is going to be fun. Remote starting. Double hit, double shred. We got the biomech almost down. Oh boy, this is a Royal Rumble. I'm excited, as you can tell. Genuinely excited. Just making sure that Shadow isn't being bullshit spotted out or something. And then Haywire protocoling us into heavy turret. Good, we got another tank in the front line.
I've got access.
Good, before we're doing anything there, let's... I really don't want to go in. That would not be a good idea. So we will not go in. We're keeping our distance for now. And we're going to use these little decoys to help us. I think this position here is solid. It is low ground, but they can't see us, we can't see them. So we're actually not in too bad of a spot.
I'm trusting you here.
Diddy G. No, since we can't immediately kill someone, we're going to do two things. Number one, we're putting in more front line. Number two, Euler helps to set up a death zone, a kill zone. It's only 3 shots, that's the only real downside of the Darklands. I would love to get an expanded magazine in there, but the weapon is already OP as hell. So maybe it's just wishful thinking and wanting to have just too much. You know, we're overwatching, why not?
I'm on it. Maintaining this area.
Good, we're moving all the way to the edge with the Celoted turrets because we're going to go up next turn. But for now, I don't want to expose ourselves. We're just going to Overwatch. And there's a Gatekeeper Prime somewhere.
I will improve at any cost. Yeah, I didn't get it.
Oh, look at you. Well, that's a interesting setup.
Deflection.
Now, two truly astonishingly big beasts are fighting against one another. And the next ultra hard enemy enters the scene.
Missed the target.
Oh boy. This is such a cluster. will try to pick off Advent from the sidelines.
We are known to them.
Yep, and unfortunately we're now known to them. Wow, it's healing 14? Okay.
Advent forces moving our position. My position is at risk.
It is taking a lot of damage.
One down, thousands to go.
It's great to see how OP enemies are going up against each other. I'm just going to peace out, and we're standing back.
Tell me.
Good. Let's start with our own backyard before we get all excited.
Okay, so I got one.
Getting these things down
Here you go.
is helpful. And we're filling up the focus bar. There we go. Anderson, aka Hawkbite, gets his focus. Beautiful.
Back in.
Well. Let us move up. Okay, cool. Well, whatever floats your boat, guys. Got another set of enemies coming in. I will make sure that we're definitely not in any shape or form
As you order, Commander.
within line of sight of any of them, so I don't want to be spotted out. Setting up that rocketeer. Very good. Celador turrets are moving really carefully to the edge of all of this. Okay, and what we're going to do is Serial.
That's another notch for me. I got it, right?
Just trying to get down as many of these guys as possible. Dilly does not have high ground, so I need to use Serial. Lost Bleeder is an option. Gatekeeper Prime would be a fine option to start with. Do we get 100%? No. But that would be a nice hit if we could score it. But sometimes we just don't need to be greedy, but instead do some steady kills. Let's see if we can hit some more enemies. No. The Bleeder. Could we 100% hit the Bleeder? No. Purge Commando. That might be a kill, depending on whether or not we can hit it here. Assault Trooper, Berserker, Purge Commando. Let's hit it. Good, and crit on top. Not bad. So, let's try this again. Yeah, that's not a kill, which is unfortunate. So I don't think that we need to kill the Lost yet. I actually would want to focus on that Gatekeeper. My experience is the Gatekeeper Prime is an incredibly hardcore enemy. And if you don't get them down early in the process, you're going to regret it ever since.
Ready to go.
We're still having Serial. This is 66% chance to kill it. That's not 100%, so I would instead take that eye and try to hit that Gatekeeper. Nice, a crit, which almost gets it down. Reload, Overwatch, and I think we're okay here. Listen, we play this very carefully, very much by the book. Just trying to help out the Queen to tank all of that. Now they are starting to shred her, which is going to be her downfall. Once she's shredded, there's no coming back from it. No. Oh, no, that gives him an extra action. Nice little hit. I like it. All of these guys do have tactical analysis. Well, I promised an easier fight, but in reality that is not the case. the exact opposite. We're fighting a pretty rough fight this time. Oh yeah, go to sonar.
Enemies down.
Go to sonar and learn your lesson.
Hostiles pacified.
Oh yeah.
Target eliminated.
I like it how he always sheathes his blade after killing one. No, there needs to be enough time to also put it into an orderly place. Yeah, well,
Nailed him.
good job. Oh, that was a massive hit. The mech is hitting it as well. And it takes 10 points of damage from the Biosaur Trooper. Like I said, now 9 damage. Now that its carapace is gone, it just takes too much damage. They let it escape. I feel betrayed and angry at the same time. This is really stupid. We should have at least gotten one turn where I could have executed it. Damn it. We just lost our only opportunity to immediately get it. Now it will appear on missions. Can you imagine that thing appearing on a mission, fully healed, mind you? Well, I can imagine it, but I don't want to. Like, that's one of the things that you just don't want to happen. Good. I'm softening them up, mainly so that Hogbite can score a double whammy. That also gives them focus, and with additional focus, Hogbite becomes stronger, and that's what we want. Well, now we're left with what appears to be dozens of enemies that are all really mad at us. And all we can do is soften them up a little bit. Moving down, they will automatically come in our direction.
Locked and loaded.
We have no cereal. That will take a few more rounds. Theoretically, I could put myself up here, but that's dangerous. Can do that next turn. Let's see, I think just getting that Berserker down for now. With high impact shots. It'll generate more and more armor. Moving into full cover. And Grant is overwatching. And Euler is basically also overwatching.
Let's do this.
Overwatch. Okay. The Berserker goes mad in Rampage. The few Chrysalids that are still left over are getting slowly killed as well. And yeah, we pulled the entire map. It is messy. And the one thing that I wanted, which is an alien ruler, unfortunately escaped, so this will make our campaign yet again more difficult, because now we have to deal with an escaped ruler that is sitting somewhere. You can blind the turret? Are you serious? Like, that's the most stupid thing that I've heard in a while.
No longer a threat.
I get it, you can blind a lot of things, but how is that possible? Well, maybe it has sensors and then the Viper just spits goo onto the sensors. But even then, that is a far stretch. Good, Feral Hive is going at it again.
I'm trusting you.
Just opening the door here. A couple of opportunities. Good, we're carefully pulling back. I want them to come into us. Hawkbite hides here. Overwatch with the turret.
Back online.
And we're taking a couple of easy kills.
It's dead. It has to be dead.
I'll keep a watchful eye.
More Overwatch over to Dilly. Threat assessment will give us an extra Overwatch there.
Overwatch.
Again, Shadow carefully moves up. I don't want to go into the middle.
Scanning. Scanning. Enemy is still up.
Very nice.
Get off the armor.
Deflection.
This looks a little ugly.
They are now coming bit by bit into our direction. Yeah, being blind sucks, but there's only so much I can do. Whom did she get? Was that the chameleon? Yes, I think it was. Tried its grand reveal strategy, really didn't work out. So it now needs to deal with all of the others there. Okay, cool. Good, we're moving as far as needed, but not further. And let's set up that Berserker. Shredding it nicely.
Went off the armor.
So we're looking at what? 6 and 4? 6 armor, 6 health for armor. Okay. That should be a kill. Did he does exactly what he's supposed to do, which is kill every living being here.
Suffer my rage. Cluster armor.
Hogbite could move all the way down here if needed. We'll come to that in a second.
Requires patience.
Removing the remaining cover and making sure that we get all of the snakes. Or snacks, as they are called.
Check it before you get too close. We're green to go.
10 points of damage. That's 2 kills. She is dodging. I think Hogbite actually will. Viper over there. Move down here. It's not a bad spot. Okay, we're blinded. Well, that is unfortunate. We know there is one guy standing up there.
Moving to fire position.
Easy for us to move up, kill him, and move back. Why do they not allow to take an action here? I'm standing right next to him, but apparently the vision range is limited to what it originally was. And that's not how it should work, really. That crossed my plans, and I don't like it when my plans are being crossed.
That's it. I definitely got that one.
Okay, Dilly with a better position.
Got it, right? Let's rock.
Yeah, this here is not a really fortunate position.
I give you strength.
It's a bit of a waste of an action, to be honest.
Roger that. Got it covered.
Affirmative. Covering now.
I think the blindness is incorrectly implemented. What it should do is it should originally make sure that your vision radius is reduced. What it should not do is focus the vision radius on a given spot and don't allow for anything outside of this area to be seen. That is frankly stupid. So when I said I need to give credit where credit is due, whoever designed that purge blind bomb has not done a very good job, because that definitely needs to be play tested.
I'll reach out from the darkness.
Okay. And we do have a bit of a problem. Let me fix that. Okay, back. I was hoping we wouldn't have these sorts of display errors anymore. But apparently, not display errors, breakdowns, but apparently that is not the case. So,
I'll reach out from the darkness.
let's make sure we can kill these guys. And hopefully finish the mission without another crash. That, by the way, explains why he was missing his shot in the wide open.
That's it.
Nice little hit. Good job, Dilly G. just going to move him back because I don't want him to stand in the open. He's not a frontline tank. He's more of a lover than a fighter.
Moving on target location.
Alright, making sure that this Bioviper dies. Hell yeah, good job.
Kill confirmed. Confirmed.
Again, moving back here. Untouchable for us. Let's get that heavy Biozerker down. Oh yeah, good shot. Very good. We're parrying because that helps. At least I was told that it would. Move over and Overwatch here. I think we can spare one heal for a turret, because these are also our living mimic beacons. Remember, as long as the enemy goes for the turrets, because they are standing in the open, we're actually fine.
I'm going.
Euler moves up, Overwatches as well. Cool. Stupid lightning reflexes.
Not good.
Nice. Come on, Guardian. Yes, there we go. Good job. A couple of really solid hits, and we're parrying the retaliation.
No attack here.
We're untouchable. Now, what are we going to do? Is this unstoppable force meets immovable object? We can't be missed, but he parries anyways. I absolutely love the interaction of some of those mods. I was a big fan of the bio mods, and I'm still. It's a really well designed in terms of naturally fitting into the XCOM universe. So that gets huge props for doing it. It's also looking great. However, some of the mechanics have not been playtested because our XCOM forces don't have anything that they wouldn't normally have. And for me, oh no, I'm mixing it up. The blind grenade actually happened from a purge soldier. Never mind, but still, like the deflection here, that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, we're going to move out before we're moving in a second.
Heads done.
Euler does what Euler does best, which is not giving a damn about what others say. The man defines his own norms.
Where that came from?
Critically hit. Good job. And we're having another break. That is infuriating. Okay, back. Let's replay the exact same situation. Nice little critical hit. And all of a sudden there was no problem with it. Okay, cool. That is interesting that he can deflect even attacks that are not capable of missing. Well, I think Dilly needs to set them up and knock them down.
I got it, right?
Okay, well.
Orders confirmed. On the move. That armor's tough.
That should be a kill.
Check it before you get too close.
We are indeed moving up, and we could kill this guy. Before we do so, let's make sure that the others are dying. Nope. And removing its cover.
Here I come.
Grell moves slightly up. Enough to hit this guy.
Armor still holding.
And he still has a lot of armor. Let's do the following. Ah, well, if that wouldn't have killed him,
It's killing time.
we could have still used our shot from Shadow up here. Got one more turret to go.
Folk says I am to obey.
And we will get that Archon Sentinel. Just need a little bit more time
Solid copy.
till he gets himself into position. Icarus jumpsuit will be available soon-ish.
Baton for the boys.
Also, we can finally summon a ghost. I was waiting for that. And let's also regain some focus. Almost lost nothing by summoning it. Ghost is just evading everything and then decides to stun this guy like a beast. We're parrying, thank you.
Ready to go. All right, I'll go.
And now is a great time to start engaging. So the turrets are moving up. Correction, one of the turrets is moving up, the other one just reloads and gets their stuff in order.
Locked and loaded. Got it covered.
Going haywire.
If we would take over the super heavy turret. Yeah, that's fun. We got even more tools at our disposal. It never feels that we are exposing ourselves to the enemy with so many layers of defense and thralls that are working for us. we're really never that much in danger of getting hit or even getting killed. The Prime team certainly is really, really strong, but we will need such strong team because now we've also decided that we let the Berserker go, not the Berserker, the Hive Queen, and she looks terrifying. Like 150 hit points, she will get all of her armor, all of the hit points back.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. X4 charges are armed. Move to the extraction point for immediate evac.
It's crazy if you think about it.
Moving out. Rolling. Got it. Moving.
A good decision.
Good, let's not forget about Grell.
Go, go, go!
She needs to join us as well.
Ready to boogie.
Soldier time.
Menace 1-5, be advised, we've picked up hostile reinforcements inbound on your position.
Yeah, the hostile reinforcements not really a problem.
Menace 1-5.
See you later, alligator.
X4 charges detonating.
Well, we did not get what we came here for, because let's be honest, we didn't come here for just for the actual facility. We came here for killing the ruler, and that didn't happen. The Hive Queen unfortunately is still on the loose, and with that we do have a problem. We actually do. 150 hit points, I think 8 armor, 14 regeneration at least per round. I am thinking conceptually how we can even get through the 2/3 of hit points that are left over before she flees. Like, that's 100 hit points. How am I supposed, with the installed mods, to get her down? This was our best shot.
Their soldiers seem to be a big help around here.
The destruction of this facility marks an important step towards the total elimination of the
Apparently she fights
commander.
to the death the 5th time that we meet her, but we've seen how that one works out with the Viper King, right? As in, he continues to flee over and over and over. So I will do the following. We fight her. I fight her up to 5 times.
I suppose since that worked, we might as well.
But if she continues to evade afterwards, I will actually resort back to potentially to a console command if we've beaten her 5 times and she just continues to flee. I can't. I would need to deal 100 points of damage in one single turn of a single operative. Amplify, shredding. That's +2 +6 points of damage on 2 shots, and we're looking at 7 shots out of the rifle, which, if all hit at maximum damage, is 70 points of damage. You put 21 points of damage from rupture on there, and then 2 times 3 damage from a maximized amplify, and that is still not enough damage to kill her. So unless I'm missing something, we are in deep trouble. Wanted to get Sonar onto that mission. He's lightly wounded for 1 day. We might wait that 1 day until Sonar is back and then put him onto this mission, because we need the dodge on him. and we still have enough time to do that prior to the end of
We have made
this
a
month.
number of new discoveries, Commander. As Dr. Valen noted in her own report, it was irresponsible and borderline irrational for her to have pursued this research.
Also, it had
Borderline irrational. Good, I think Maximilian Richter, that is sonar if I'm not mistaken. Yes, there we go.
With the resistance.
Resistance ring. Sonar. We're getting Bastard on here and a Scientist. 7 days, Intel, and we get almost 10 dodge, which is too good to pass it. Okay, so let's continue and finish our research.
Commander, despite an extensive study of Dr. Valen's research reports, I have yet to discover how she came to acquire such an impressive understanding of the processes
Well,
involved in
we
the
got
editing
ourselves
and
a lot of
manipulation alien
suits,
genetic
that's for sure. But we also got ourselves a new mission. The Hunt. Psionic hunting squads are spotted. We could use the Scientist, we certainly could use the Intel as well. But boy, am I not looking forward for a VIP mission. Vanitors. Archon, Sectoid Prime is okay. Puppeteer. Sectoid Prime Puppeteer, on the other hand, is not very fun to play against. Banshee is okay. Purge Commando, Mutant, Drone. That all looks serviceable. Advanced Security Bit, haven't fought against that. Andromedon Prime, that is a difficult enemy. No, but that we could definitely do that type of mission. I will keep our second team in reserve because Fredo Crito is still out there and it could happen. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to attempt that with the C team. Not the best idea, I know, but we can still do it. So the idea, the general plan at the moment would be to save the Prime team, the A team, in 6-7 days. We're going to do the Golden Path mission with the portal, so that we have that finalized. Going to research it as well, so that all of the research that we need to do in order to actually do the network tower in the last mission are fine. And once we're at this point, really what I would want to do with the Prime team is let it focus only on missions where we know that, for instance, an alien ruler has been spotted. But other than that, they will be chilling and will be our life insurance that we can actually finish the run. That, however, requires our B team, which we do have quite a few of right here, to actually take over some of that and help the team. Potentially the C team is actually rather like Shinrod and Co. Together with a few colonels. And then we do have the D team, D as in do not good. And they, they will do the missions where we have expendable soldiers. So stay tuned for that. I am very much looking forward to keep the B team ready for the Feto Crito mission. And then now we're dealing with the C team. And in the future, like I said, Prime team would at some point just be ready to do the last mission. Essentially, that'll be our insurance. And then we're trying to Royal Rumble our way through it. I still have a bit of research that I really would want to go through. But most of it, as you can see, is like 1 or 2 days because we are really speeding it up. And with the continent bonus, that will be even faster. So we will have a lot of toys to play around with. Custodians, for instance, the normal custodians, I'd be curious to see what they are yielding. And we're building at least the special armors so that our prime team is looking good and is ready. Yeah, and we're going to see a few new faces trying to go up against endgame units, and as long as we keep Fedokrito under control, we should be fine. I can hopefully get the last 2 of the rulers down, and with them finish the Royal Rumble, maybe even kill the Marauders. That would be also a good target, just to have like the completionist in me wants to make sure that we actually get everybody out of the ring before we're being crowned as the King of the Hill. Good. If you want to be a King of the Hill, you need to overcome the first challenge for today, which is taking a chokehold and wrestle down that like button. If you squeeze hard enough, then it hopefully works. Let me know if you successfully pinned him and won that match against the like button. Take care and see you in 2 days. Bye-bye.